Today I'm talking to Nataliya Sard, who's the convener of the Adelaide Parklands Art Prize. Nataliya, what is the Adelaide Parklands Art Prize?
Thank you, Henry. Thanks for having me. Adelaide Parklands Art Prize is really an opportunity for the artists through their amazing artworks to showcase how beautiful and important our open and green space is here in Adelaide. Adelaide Parklands really surrounds Adelaide City, and in fact is the only city in the entire world that is actually built within the parklands itself. So it's quite special, and it's very important for us to protect and raise awareness of that. So so the art prize is really then emphasises that and encourages artists to bring it to the surface and engage the community and the rest of the world, I guess, and specifically Australia.
And now, who hosts and puts on the Adelaide Parklands Art Prize?
Adelaide Parklands Association.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's the art prize open to?
They open to all artists, being amateurs or aspiring artists or professional artists, and it's actually internationally open art prize. It doesn't necessarily have to be just from here, South Australia. So anyone in any medium, any visual art medium, I should say, being a painting, a sculpture, a photograph, even a digital art, a short video, whatever the artist fancy.
And how often is the art prize held?
It is a biennial event, so we run it every 2 years. It actually, next year will be the 5th iteration of the art prize after 4 successful ones in the past.
Great. Now, is there a prize pool for the art prize?
Absolutely there is, and it's actually quite a large one. This time around, we've got $50,000 allocated to the prize pool. We allocated $20,000 for the first prize. We have 4 other key categories, being the school artists, school student, I should say, artists under 25, People's Choice, digital art, and we also allocated 10 other $2,000 worth prizes for commended prizes, which are allocated by our sponsors and donors.
And how much are the commendation prizes?
$2,000.
Okay.
Each.
So 15 times $2,000 commendation prizes and with a $20,000 first prize.
That's right.
And who are the judging panel? How do you decide who wins?
Yeah, we are very honoured to have quite a amazing judging panel this time around. We've got 5 judges. They all come from a very different backgrounds, which is the key really to bringing diversity to the judging process. We've got Kailu, we have Loen Furler, we've got Angela Valamanesh, Lee Robb, and also Jane McFarlane.
Great. So if you're an artist looking to put in a submission, when do the entries open?
Entries opened actually this week, started on the 15th of August 2022, and they are closing on the 31st of January 2023. And
if you're an artist and you're looking to put in a submission, what's the process for that?
You can actually find the entry form on our website. You can go to www.parklandsart.com. There's a special tab on the website for entries, and you'll find the condition of entry as well as the entry form itself all there.
And does the artist need to take a photo or anything and submit that as long with their application?
Yeah, absolutely. So part of the application form is for them to take a photo of their artwork, because that is how they're going to be selected through the process. We are anticipating between 400 to 500 entries, whereas we can only showcase 70 to 80 works actually at the exhibitions, purely because of the space we got allocated generously by our major sponsor.
Well, tell me more about the exhibition.
Yeah.
So if you're selected as a finalist, well, first of all, how many finalists will be selected?
Yeah, so as I was saying, we probably can only fit in 70 to 80 artworks in a space.
And where will those artworks then be displayed?
Yep, Adelaide Festival Centre. They've been a sponsor right from the start, and we're very, very fortunate that they're supporting us yet again next year. So at their gallery, as you actually walk into the Adelaide Festival Centre, and to the left now, as through the new entrance, you'll see the beautiful gallery space, and that's what's been, sponsored and donated to us.
And how long will the exhibition run for?
6 to 7 weeks, I think.
Yep.
I know it goes from the 24th of March till 7th of May 2023.
Great. And when will the finalists or the winners of the commendations and the grand prize of $20,000 be announced?
Yeah, so a bit of behind the scene kind of process. So the finalists will be decided the minute we close the entries. no, on the 31st of January 2023. Our judges will pick the finalists. We will then notify the finalists by mail, basically, to say that you've been selected. Congratulations, and which will also disclose how they need to and when they need to post their works to the exhibition space.
Yeah. So, Nataliya, when will the winners of the art prize be selected?
Before the opening night.
And what happens on the opening night? Is that when it will be announced?
Yes. So the process behind the scenes is the finalists will send their works to the exhibition space.
Mm-hmm.
And once it's all hang and being curated and exhibition is ready for the judges to view, then judges actually go through the day before the opening night to pick the winners from the actual artworks.
Oh, I see. So the finalists are selected beforehand and then they're shortlisted. And then the actual winner will then be selected.
That's right.
In person, where the judges get to view the works in one-on-one.
Precisely.
Yeah, great. And they'll be announced then on the opening night.
That's it.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And so how does an artist get their works? So let's just say that somebody is selected as a finalist.
Mm-hmm.
How do they get their works into the exhibition?
They will have to arrange their own delivery, either personally or through a logistics company, but it would be an artist's responsibility to drop off their works and also pick it up should they not be sold.
Now, you mentioned that they might be sold. Are the artists' work up for sale during the exhibition?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is a fantastic opportunity for artists also actually sell their works and share the love.
And how should the artists think about pricing their works?
Part of the sale price is actually gets attributed back to the Adelaide Parklands Association to support the amazing work that they do for parklands. So in the entry form, we actually describe what the artists need to put as their price. And then we calculate what the total price would be, taking into account the fee that's allocated to the Adelaide Parklands Association.
Great. And so if an artist does sell their work, what would be the process from there?
Yeah, we actually facilitate the sale process for the artist, and the work sold. We contact obviously the buyer. We pass the artwork to the buyer, and we just pay the artist the fee, the cost.
And then the buyer will come and pick it up?
Yes, and the buyer will come and pick it up.
And if an artwork isn't sold, then what's the process from there? We
will notify the artist and they will have to pick it up within the time frame that we allowed, usually about 2 to 3 days, which is more, I guess, dictated by the exhibition space itself.
Yeah, great. And I guess, is there anything else that you wanted to mention about the art prize? I think that covers most of it.
I think it covers most of it. And I just want to also say that artists don't necessarily limited by one entry only.
Yep.
They can actually submit more artworks if they choose, because, some artists I know actually like to play in different mediums. So that would be a great opportunity. Perhaps the entry fee is $50 per artwork rather than per artist. And also maybe I should mention that if you're not an artist yourself but know someone who should be applying and just maybe a little bit not too sure about it, or you want to encourage them to do so, we actually have a gift voucher on the Adelaide Parklands Association website that you can purchase and gift to the artists for them to apply.
Now, can anyone sponsor some of the commendation prizes?
Absolutely. Sponsorship and donations still open. We still have spaces for people to donate and sponsor the event to be able to actually nominate the commendation prize, yes.
And would you like to thank any of the major sponsors thus far?
I absolutely would. I would like to thank a key major sponsors, of course, the city, Adelaide City Council, Adelaide Festival Centre, Royal Adelaide Show is one of our major sponsors. We've got Morgan's Financial, one of our major sponsors. Andre Foundation is another major sponsor. And a bunch of other amazing humans who truly believe that it's worth, supporting an organisation like us.
Great. Well, I'm very excited. I understand it's one of South Australia's largest art prizes. Thank you, Nataliya, for giving us a bit more information on that, and I can't wait to see the exhibition.
Yeah, me neither. Thank you for having me.